to the Rap and Wrestle podcast. You guys know me. My name is Derek. You make sure you follow the Rap and Wrestle podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, make sure you subscribe and check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you get all your streaming needs. Today is a very special day. Got my boy in the building, Nicholi White, the jack of all trades, Babushka boy in the building. What's good with you, bro?
What's good? What's good? I hope everybody is hydrated because it's going to be hot. It's going to be a hot-ass interview. And thank you for inviting me. I'm glad I'm here. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You know, ever since I started this show, there's just so many people that you see that are out there that just they just epitomize hip-hop and wrestling put together. You're definitely one of those dudes that's out there. You're making music, you're in the ring, you're killing it. What was it about wrestling that made you, that attracted you to it and made you want to pursue it and, do this as something serious?
Sorry, you got cut off when you began the question. I'm sorry.
Now, what was it about? What was it that attracted you to wrestling and made you, want to be a part of this and like made you want to take it serious and start training?
Okay, bro, wrestling always been around my family since as long as I can remember. I remember I was bothering some tapes for my cousins. And one of the tapes had recorded an episode of Raw, and ever since then I was so curious about what it was because I got hooked the first time I caught a glimpse of what wrestling was, and then eventually when I saw like they had video games for it, I was like, nah, this can't be. Like, what is this thing I keep seeing that it's on TV and then wrestling? And when I grew up in the projects. In Harlem, and it was a group of guys who gather up and throw shows they throw wrestling shows, and I watched them how they choreograph their moves. I'm like, wow, this is what wrestling really is. I think I still want to pursue the career. So ever since then, when I saw those guys who are now my friends, my mentors, who teach me about the things and the ropes and stuff. Ever since I dropped out of high school at 17, and I started pursuing my wrestling career since then. Yeah.
Wow, dang, man! How did you So what was it like the process of like doing training and things like that? Like, was there a particular school you went to? How was that process for you?
Okay, I started training when I was 13. Learning the basics and stuff like that. I didn't really went to a definitive school until I was in my 20s. So I've been I would train there and there. And when I got to when I turned 18 and 19, that's when I discovering schools, actual wrestling schools.
Yeah.
And it was this gym called BWF. It was Dario's Extreme Fitness, and you would go there. You would pay $10 for the whole day, run around the ring for quite a bit. And then when I turned 22, I went to an actual wrestling class ran by Santana from LAX.
Yeah, yep.
Who got me into honing my craft and actually knowing about the ins and outs in the ring and outside of the ring.
Oh, that's pretty dope. On the vice versa, on the opposite side, what was it that made you want to get into music and start making songs and stuff like that?
Well, I love music. I always love music. It's hard to explain because I was always afraid. When I was young, I was always afraid to express myself through music. I didn't ever really have a voice to really, to express how I really feel through music. Wrestling will always help me with that. But until I started gaining the confidence, I think like the pandemic was going on. I wasn't really getting any bookings during that time. So I had to really to find like the distraction to like, occupy my mind. So I was on my phone. I was on my iPhone. I saw GarageBand, and I started making like little beats and stuff like that. And eventually I started writing lyrics over them. And then I started gaining the confidence and actually recording songs. And I put out my first song back in last year, October, called Woken. And it got a lot of good feedback, surprisingly for me. And I guess after that feedback, that's when I started really taking serious about the music and started really creating more.
That's what's up, man. That's a dope story. You got your latest project out that I saw, the Hotel Mixtape.
Yeah.
What was the thought process just going into putting that body of work together, and how did you just come up with like the different concepts and everything that you put on the album?
Okay, so my rap name is Holiday Inn, so it's like a play on a hotel, Holiday Inn.
Yep.
And so I really wanted the mixtape to have like some laid back vibes, like you in a hotel, like, and I think my approach was to actually put out like a cohesive project, to just just to run the Warriors, to see how the people respond to how if I could I actually put out like a full body of work. And like it got some few praises. I got a lot of feedback, and so after that feedback I got, I'm actually working on a second mixtape right now.
Nice.
That's coming out pretty soon, probably in the middle of the summer, or if not, probably early fall. I'm aiming for. So let's see what happens. Yeah.
Nice. That's what's up. Yeah, I tell you, I listened to the project and I thought it was dope, man. You know what I mean? And it's even more like amazing that you're telling me like, yo, I put out my first song like last year, and then like you put together this body of work that I thought was like pretty impressive. And so I thought you killed it, man. You did a really good job on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt.
And I did that all on my phone.
Oh, word, really?
Yes, I recorded all those songs on my phone.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So literally, I would just have my phone and the little headphones that comes with it, and I record the songs. I recorded in my closet, like right here.
Crazy.
Yeah.
See, that's what's up. That's perseverance, though. Like you don't let nothing stop you, and I respect that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You get it done.
You gotta work what you got.
Facts. No, that's true, man. That's how it is. So for you as an artist, how would you describe yourself as an artist? Like, are you a specific genre, specific style? Like, what do you consider yourself as an artist?
I would like to consider myself like a hybrid. Like I can dabble in different styles. Like I think like one of my musical influences would be Childish Gambino, Donald Glover.
Gotcha.
That's kind of how like I mold how I navigate through life, because he's been in music, he's been in acting, he's a writer, and I kind of want to do those same things. But as far as like my style in music, I can go trap, I can go lyrical, I can go to any different styles. Like I'm particularly into like the stuff that I'm into, that I can, I could go soul, I could go jazzy, I want to dabble to all of those different styles. So, and that's kind of like how I got the name Holiday Inn, because I can blend and be comfortable whatever style that I'm in.
Yeah, facts. I respect that. I definitely respect that. Childish Gambino, that's so crazy, because I always thought like Childish Gambino is like of our generation is like one of the best like artists and rappers. He's
Uh-huh.
had a lot of like dope projects. Like he had Camp and all that, and all those other projects that he put out after. But I feel like he never like really gets too much, like, I don't know, credit, or nobody really shouts him out when
Yeah,
when you hear people talk about the best rappers. Nobody really gives him that recognition because he's like he does like the movies and stuff like that. But he's really like up there when it comes to lyrics. He's really a dope artist, man.
yes, and I feel like people should give him more credit. Like he has those I think Camp, and Because of the Internet is some of like top projects of 2010s
Yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah, no, definitely. I still listen to him to this day, man. I still listen to, and I'll be like, damn, I'm like, yo, when this child is gonna put out another project? It's like I like he put out the recent project, but it was like it was different though. It wasn't like
not the one that was recent, but before that, right? Awaken
yeah,
My Love.
yeah, with the blue album cover with yeah, yep, that one.
That was like a complete like turn, and he still killed it
Yeah,
like flawlessly. Like
yeah,
that's what I want. That's why I feel like I want to accomplish something like that.
like to just be able to do different types of music. I could definitely see that. All right, so when it comes to this is Rap and Wrestle. That my thing here is like, I like to connect the dots between, hip hop and wrestling and show like, those two worlds have been combined for a while. So for you, like what kind of like symbolizes that connection of hip hop and wrestling for you? Well, like, what do you think those connections are?
I think it's just like the spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
The spectacle. Because you see it sometimes in entertainment, like the word cape is in rap too. Like you see it in rap beats as much like in today's rap beats. Like some rap beats are like have entertainment aspect into it. Like when you look at I always look at like Kanye West. Like for the longest time, how he portrays himself in the media, it's almost like he portrays himself as a heel so like a guy. Like he would say something out of the ordinary that nobody else would think, but because of him, he will say something that like tweak something in the brain that will get you aggravated. Like, oh, I can't believe he said that. Just like what people do.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let's say do you see things like I guess you see if you watch NXT, you see guys like Hit Row, and you see like WWE bringing in people like Cardi B for SummerSlam, bringing in Bad Bunny who performed at WrestleMania. For you, does that make you feel like more confident in like who you are and knowing like, hey, like I can still like be in tune with my music side and be in tune with myself as a wrestler, and this is still acceptable. Like they're putting this on the front, for in wrestling nowadays.
Yeah. Well, for the longest, I feel like you only could do one thing. Is only if you do this or you do the other. But now, like I see people like kind of like and have kind of infusing like hip hop elements into like wrestling, especially like this company I work for called VXS, Violent Suffering.
Violent Suffering, yep.
That element of hip hop style, the aesthetic of it. They even use like rappers song names for their shows. Like recently we had Rockstar Nights, and that's like a Trippie Redd song.
Yeah.
Like they would do Trippie Redd, Juice WRLD songs, stuff like that. Even like back then in 05, we had John Cena, like he had his rap thing. I think that's like the earliest so like any sort of like a hip hop wrestling connection.
Yeah, no, that definitely true. I could definitely see that. But yeah, I think it's pretty dope that that you just see like all like the infusion of hip hop and wrestling nowadays. And for me, I don't know. I kind of feel like there's always been a connection between like rock and roll and wrestling, but I feel like I guess like as wrestling has become more progressive and kind of like it's more inclusive and of like, you know, just seeing Black entertainers at the forefront and being able to do their thing. Now it's kind of like you see the things that are a part of us now. So it's like hip hop is a part of, you know, urban communities. Like you said, you grew up in the projects. I grew up in the hood too. So it's like that's a part of us. So now it's kind of like now they get to see like, oh, these are who these people are.
Yes, absolutely.
It's crazy. So another thing. All right. So I'm thinking this is a Harlem thing. All right. Because the babushkas, what's up with that? I see ASAP with them. I see you with it. Where'd that come from, man? What's that about?
Oh, okay. So I don't know if it was a Harlem thing, but I did got influenced by a Harlem native, by ASAP Rocky. And it was a picture that surfaced like on the internet on Twitter, and he had like the babushka. He had the babushka, he was rocking it, he got the sunglasses, and everybody was clowning him. But he did this interview and say, "Yo, I feel like men should wear babushka." I'm like, yes. But this is like before like I even like made it into a character. Before like I came to like put it on surface in the wrestling world. But I did it because it was stylish. I really like the like I really how it makes me look and stuff like that. As far like as making it into a character, I saw like how like he had this music video called Babushka Boy. I'm like, yeah, that's the thing. That's my character. That's the person I should portray. Yeah.
Thanks. Nah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope that it is, you know what I mean? It's somebody from where you grew up and it's like you drew that influence from them. And you know the crazy thing is like is ASAP is into wrestling too with the whole Yams thing and how he has performers come through on that. So that's a crazy it's kind of everything come full circle on that. That's pretty nuts when you think about it. So what about modeling? Like you do modeling as well. Like what drew you to do that, and what is it about, you know, like fashion and everything that, you know, that does it for you?
I just like being like, cause like I said, like when I was growing up, I've always been around like into pop culture, like entertainment was always around, like in my basically like entertainment was all because I live in New York. Like when you go downtown, there's entertainment everywhere. Like you go to Times Square, stuff like that. You like I've been influenced by the culture in New York. Like if you're going on the train, I know when you go on the train, you see like guys dancing, the Showtime dudes, right? I got influenced by that. I incorporate the dance, like dancing in my character when I dance in the ring or whatever. Even if even like if I see something what ASAP Rocky do, I would take that influence and put it something in my character. It's just no matter what it is, even it's modeling, music, whatever, any form of entertainment, I've been influenced that because I've been living in New York for so long. And but how I got into modeling, it was my brother was in this agency, and he got me and my little sister into like in the modeling, and then just started from there. I even did like a couple of acting roles. I was on a show called 6 Degrees that aired at ABC, but it only aired like 3 episodes. So I made a small cameo. Yeah.
Nice. Nah, that's what's up. Damn, that's what's up. Working, man. Really the jack of all trades, like you say, for sure. Nah, but that's good. So you know, what about when it comes to like outside of the ring, outside of music? Like, what is like a normal day? Hobbies outside of the ring? Any talents that you have that fans wouldn't know that you normally do? You got anything like that?
What I do outside of the ring? Well, mostly I don't want to be all boring. You know what I'm saying? I do work out. I do meditate. You know.
Yeah.
But something like I like hanging out with my friends and stuff. Like we go to parties. I recently just came back from like a rave like 2 days ago. It was like the most wildest thing known to man. That's like
Oh shit.
when the like summer is here, like everything is opening back up. Like people are starting getting crazy. So I think like that's most of my free time is going crazy because that's everybody's missing that energy of being outside and be interacting with people. So I'm gonna just see how like I don't know, like I said, I'm not too wild, but I get wild when I need to, you know.
I got you. Yeah, we all like to party. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So for you, when it comes to music and wrestling, individually, like what are your goals for it? Like, what do you hope to accomplish with music, and what do you hope to accomplish with wrestling as well?
I haven't really sat down of what my goals are for music. I do want to perform my music somewhere like in a venue somewhere or a lounge. I want to have that crowd. I want people to jump. Like I just want a crowd. I think that's like the first goal, like having a crowded show and people singing to my music. As far as wrestling, I have a lot of goals. I basically want to take wrestling around the world. I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to Japan. I want to travel. I just want to see the world, and I think wrestling will help me with that. You know, I've been to Florida like a couple of months ago. I never thought I would see or be at Florida, but wrestling helped me with that, and I'm glad I got to see what's outside of New York. Like,
yeah. Nah, I feel you. When you look at wrestling and you know, the things that you've accomplished so far and the things that you want to accomplish, do you ever like get into the fantasy booking and thinking of like guys that are out there that you wish you could step in the ring, girls you could step in the ring with too?
Yeah,
all
the time.
Is there who are some of those few that you would like to step in the ring with?
I like questions like this. One guy I've been watching a lot lately is Lee Moriarty.
Mm-hmm.
Heard of him? Yeah. He recently just got signed to MLW.
Yep.
Yeah, I love his style in the ring, and I think that's the type of style I really want to incorporate into my wrestling. I'm mostly like lucha style based, like high flying, the cool moves, but I want that technical, like rugged style type of style wrestler I wanted to be. And I think Lee, looking at him, he's like one of those top guys. And I think that style of wrestling is coming back. You know, usually you see all the flips and dives and all that stuff, like, but I think Catch is Catch wrestling is making a comeback, and he's one of those guys who will be on the front of that. Another guy I like to go against is my trainer, Santana from Brown Power. We had one practice match, and I'm like, we need to be in the ring. We need to have this on TV. I miss training with him. I know he's doing really well. He's doing good. Hopefully we can catch up and tussle in the ring soon. Another guy, I'm gonna give you a big name. Kenny Omega.
That'd be nice.
I would like to go like toe to toe with him. It's just about he has this very expressive. He's very expressive with his body, his face. Tell a great story just with his body language, and I would love to have like a little run with that. I want to work something with that. And last but not least, if Shawn Michaels was 20 years younger, I'll go one-on-one with Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels is like one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, just because.
Definitely. I feel you on that. One of my favorites too as well. With training, what would you say was the most valuable thing that has been taught to you?
The most valuable thing I was taught, every day you're learning, no matter what. You could be 15 years in the business, you still have something to learn. You never stop learning. I think that's and that made me think, like, always have an open ear, because you don't want to have your head too big thinking you're the shit, but somebody you might never know who you might run into. They might know something more than you, and you have to listen. You know, you got to be open mind of other people's, you know, perspectives and other people's, like, learning curves. You know, always, you never stop learning in this business.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not all about the athleticism. It's not all about the moves or the glitz and glam. It's more than that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel you on that. And I feel like there's a lot of guys that they just have so much talent, but it's like they don't have the right mindset, and it kind of messes them up. It's always good to have that positive mindset and always go into things with that type of attitude. Yeah. You got the hashtag drink more water. For you, how did that come about? And like clearly I know drink more water, but for you, like why did you start using that?
There's another influence by hip hop. I used to listen to this guy called Mick Jenkins. Okay. He's out of Chicago. He's a rapper, and he had this mixtape called The Waters, and he would have this tag throughout the mixtape called he would say drink more water, and during that time I was he made me drink a lot of water. I listen to this like mixtape every day religiously. Like, I love this mixtape, and I was like, you know, I don't know how you make drinking water sound so like crazy. Like, the coolest, he made drinking water the coolest thing ever, and I'm like, I can do that with wrestling. So I just took that little small influence and made it to my own. But the philosophy I put behind it is, no matter what you go through, you can fit in no matter what. Because I remember that quote that Bruce Lee said, like, you got to be water. Mm-hmm. And you put a water in a cup, it becomes a cup. You put a water in a bottle, it becomes a bottle. Sure. Put the teapot, it becomes a teapot. Water can flow, can crash. Water, my friend. So, and I took that and ran with it, and I've been living by that ever since.
Nice, I like that. Are you in? Do you watch battle rap at all?
I tried. It's been a while since. It's been like a couple of years.
Yeah, there's
I actually know a guy who battle raps too. He's also a wrestler too. His name is Jay Free. Shout out to Jay Free.
Oh wow, yeah. Nah, that's dope. See, I'm gonna have to get him on too, man. Yeah. Now there's this guy in battle rap. I don't know if you ever heard of DNA. He's from he's from Corona, from Queens.
I actually met him at a House of Glory show.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. He was at a House of Glory show. I'm like, you DNA, right? I was like, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. He uses a ton of wrestling bars in his battles and everything. But his slogan is his hashtag is get money and drink water. So he's on the same wave as you, man. He's all about that water.
Hopefully we get like a collaboration going, maybe.
That'd be dope. I'm telling you, use it, man. That'd be dope. Y'all get something going together. That'd be dope. Drinking water though. What's the water you drink?
What's the water I drink? Well, I had a bottle with me, but Essentia. You gotta go with the Essentia.
Okay.
But if that's not your first choice, then I might go with a Poland Spring. If not, but people, I don't know. For some reason, people hate Poland Spring. For some reason, I don't know. But that's the go-to. But Essentia, that's the water. your pH balance is going to be skyrocketing. You be good. You be all right.
Nice. Now I know who to mess with. My wife is like that. She don't like the Poland Spring, yo. She's like, it tastes weird. She'll mess with the Poland Spring at all. I'm like, what? So we drink Nestle here all the time. We drink Nestle all the time.
But like, you know, it'd be the best water. Like, just like the other day, it was blazing hot. It was like 90 something degrees. I went to like a Chipotle. I went and got like a cup of water. Oh my God. The most refreshing thing known to man. Chipotle should be coming out with their own brand of water. Cause what the
yeah. It's straight out the tap, bro. They tricking you, man. Don't let them trick you.
Ah man, I don't know. They got me.
Straight out the tap. They like, yeah, man, took it right out the sink. There you go. Oh man. So when you're like when you're putting together songs, I know we talked about you putting together the project Hotel Mixtape, but like when you actually putting together a song, like kind of like what is the process? Like are you listening to the beat? Like what was the mindset for you when you're creating a song?
That is like the first process of writing. I do listen to the beat, and I'll write what I need to write. If it's like a certain song, like a specific topic I want to like talk about, say like love, for instance, girl I'm talking about, I will literally sit down and actually I don't even listen to the beat. Like I will write the song, what I want to hear, and then I will listen to the beat after, and I'll rap accordingly how the beat goes. Yeah, I guess that's how my writing process is.
Nice. For you, what artists are you listening to?
Currently, Isaiah Rashad is about to drop something. I've been a big Isaiah Rashad fan. Playboi Carti, Nas, Jay-Z, Outkast, Childish Gambino, MF Doom.
Yeah.
It's a lot of guys. You ever heard of this guy called Del the Funky Homo Sapien?
Del the Funky Homo? Nah, I never heard of him.
He's nice. He's like a dude from Cali. Yeah, he's like one of those old school underground dudes. Like I really like underground rap. I like old music, to be honest, but like underground rap is like when I was growing up, that was like the shit. Like
yeah,
no one tell me nothing. I would tell like artists' names, and people would be looking at me weird at school. I'm like, who the hell is that? But I'm like, I mean, like, yo, like y'all don't know. Y'all just gotta come to this rabbit hole that I'm in. Like, this is great.
Now, facts. See,
some few artists I listen to.
The facts. You see that too is kind of like, that's kind of like a connection to wrestling too. It's like, you know what I mean? You tell people Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, everybody knows those guys. And then it's like you start talking about these other guys on the indies and stuff like that. And you're like, yo, these people are dope, man. And you're like, I don't even know who that is. Like, what? Like, they do wrestling on the indies. Yeah, exactly. So that's another thing that shows a comparison. If you had to, I know this is like a tough thing, especially being in New York, because everybody always argues about who's the best New York rapper and all these other things. I'm gonna give you a two-part question. I'm gonna give you two. One, who's the best New York rapper? That's number one. And number two, if you had to give me your top three all time, who would your top three all time be?
Who's the best New York rapper? I'm gonna say Jay-Z. Fuck it. I'm gonna say Jay-Z.
I can take that.
I know he don't miss. He just don't miss. Like,
yeah.
Like, I can ever since I can remember when I was young. Like, I never did not like a Jay-Z song. So he's like the best New York rapper. My top three New York rappers.
No, top three all time. Like
all
whatever,
time?
West Coast, New York, whatever. I know that's a hard one.
Okay. Let me not think too hard. All right. I'm gonna put Jay-Z up top.
Got you.
Everybody says Tupac. I don't think it's Tupac. Everybody saying it's Tupac.
You don't like Tupac?
I'm not gonna put Tupac. I know people gonna get mad at me. Like, I really don't care. But we're gonna have this argument for thousands of years. So we don't. I'm gonna put MF Doom.
Oh, I can respect that.
His rap cadence and his wordplay and his rhyming schemes. I'm gonna put MF Doom. And number 3, I'm gonna put Biggie.
Biggie, okay. I'll take that. Man, that's the first time I ever heard anybody say MF Doom in their top 3 ever.
Yeah. Yes.
That's pretty dope. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. You know, what would you say, like, in the near future, kind of like what are your plans? Like, is it to, you know, get on more shows? Is there places that you want to work? Anything like that? Any companies that you would like to go work for? I know we was just at Battle Club Pro together a couple of weeks ago. That'd be a nice place to work at. Not a lot of great talent there.
I just want to work at places with the best talent. True. And but I do have like a 2-year goal that I like to aim for. Like, I do want to get signed eventually. But those 3 companies I'm aiming for is either WWE, MLW, or AEW. Yeah. And those are like the 3 companies I'm aiming for in the next, if I could get to that point.
Definitely. Definitely I can see it feels like MLW has like kind of just emerged as like a place that a lot of people want to go to. Like kind of like surpassing like even Impact Wrestling or being right there with Impact Wrestling. At least I know I've always thought MLW had like the best talent. When you talk about any of the wrestling companies, I always looked at them as the best. And they always like your character, that was kind of like the first place I thought of was MLW. I was like, your character would be like perfect to mesh in with the talent that they have there. I think that'd be a pretty dope look. You know, with that said, and you know, talking about the different companies, kind of like what are your thoughts on wrestling today? Like, do you get to watch wrestling? You check out WWE and all that stuff?
To be honest, I haven't really like catch up with wrestling that much, but I do watch wrestling like old stuff. Like I've been watching old stuff mainly for studying, like studying on different styles, studying different guys that I want to emulate or be influenced by. But as far as watching like weekly, like I do pay attention like certain storylines. Like I will look at the highlights or whatever. I think Roman Reigns, he's like my favorite guy right now. Yeah. And like in wrestling today, what he's doing right now, ever since he came back last year, he's just been hitting all the shots. Like he's been on point, he's been consistent. Like I think he's the best currently right now.
Yeah, no, he's definitely killing it for sure. Mm-hmm. So if fans, if they want to keep up with you, if they want to check out, you know, your career, check out your music, all of that good stuff, how would they be able to connect with you on social media?
Okay, if you want to follow me on my social medias, you can follow me on Twitter at Nicholi White 777. You want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram _ Nicholi White, NICHOLI White. My music page, you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, basically all the streaming platforms under Holiday N. That's HOLIDAYN, the letter N. Search me on those stuff. Check out my music, and those stuff is coming pretty soon. Hope y'all stay tuned for that. Thank you for love and the support. Yeah, thank you.
Definitely, guys. Make sure that you check out my boy Nicholi. Make sure you follow him. Check out his music. Check out all the good things he's doing in wrestling as well. He's definitely a hybrid, and he's doing a lot of great things, and a jack of all trades, just like he says. Check out, we waiting on them custom babushkas to come out too, bro. You gotta hit us with
yeah. Oh yeah, hold on. You wanna get the babushkas? You wanna get the merch done? I'm coming out with shirts pretty soon. Hopefully before the summer ends. Yeah, I'm gonna get that all sorted out. We're gonna get those rolling out. I promise.
Nice, definitely, guys. Make sure you stay tuned to that. Follow him, like I said. Make sure you follow us at RapnWrestle. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you subscribe. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you get all your streaming needs. And for this episode, is Derek, is Nicholi White.
One more thing.
Well, go. Yeah. Let's do it.
Don't forget, drink more water.
Facts. Make sure you drink more water. Definitely. And then for this episode, we are both out. Peace.